Hi, here I am in the conservatory. I think a lot about cultural sensitivity and circumcision nowadays because, well, on my botanical videos, I have been criticised before for not being culturally sensitive enough about Aboriginal Australians. And I think that's fair enough because I like to learn, I like to learn. I don't pretend to know everything about Aboriginal culture, and they're the original people in Australia. And yes, the question that I was thinking about in relation to non-Indigenous people and Indigenous people as regards male circumcision is concerned, do non-Indigenous people have the right to march into Indigenous Australia and tell them not to do genital cutting of boys, whether you want to call it genital cutting or circumcision, or if you want to go as far as to call it genital mutilation? Do non-Indigenous people have the right to march into Indigenous Australia and tell them not to mutilate? Now, in Africa, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, they marched into Africa and they got, thousands and thousands of boys to be genitally cut, to put it politely. They did. They went into Africa, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Then there's Oprah Winfrey. She despises female genital mutilation. That's FGM in Africa. She despises female genital mutilation. But she endorses a women's beauty face cream made from the foreskins of little boys. That's interesting. I don't know whether she wears it herself, but her website endorses it. A face cream made out of male genital mutilation. But she would be the first to say that female genital mutilation in Africa was a bad thing. Do Western feminists have the right to march into other countries like the Middle East, Africa or India, wherever, and tell them not to genitally mutilate girls? Do they have the right to go from one culture to march in and tell another culture what to do? It's not necessarily culturally sensitive, is it? I know from my own experience, though, that I don't like being genitally cut, genitally mutilated, circumcised. I don't like it. Not only that, my circumcision went wrong and I have a botched circumcision. And I resent that. And I think boys should be protected. I think girls should be protected too. I think people should have to wait till they're 18. That's my personal view anyway. And yes, the Australian Prime Minister, she's come out recently and she said the horrific practice of FGM, that's female genital mutilation, has no place in any religion or culture, and the government will work to stamp it out here. She's also called it barbaric, so she thinks that female genital mutilation is horrific and barbaric. She said nothing so far about male genital mutilation. And yes, she gave her big recent speech against sexism and misogyny. She didn't mention misandry, the hatred of men and boys. She didn't. She's bankrolled a big anti-female genital mutilation campaign. She's bankrolled that. She spent about $500,000 on it, or is going to. So she didn't say anything about boys in Australia and the genital integrity of boys. I find that very interesting. That's the Prime Minister of Australia. She's a female. She's a female. She's standing up against female genital mutilation, but has not spoken a word yet anyway about male genital mutilation. See you for now.